Episode 49. Smoke and Mirrors. How we going, fellas?
Yeah, going good. Going really good.
Better.
Bit of a week there with battling tummy bugs and everything.
Tummy.
Please.
The stomach. Yeah, I'm good too, man. I'm good. Feeling good this Saturday.
Yeah. So you went into the office this week there?
Yeah, I was in the office.
Wow.
I was in the office the week before as well.
So you're allowed to just wear whatever you want?
Yeah,
That's mad.
yeah.
It's the new normal.
No, the new normal right now is dress how you feel. Dress for your day.
Why didn't they do this when I was in the office? I had to wear pants that just rode up my ass.
Yeah, bloody summer was the worst, man. Just
Bad.
baking. Just baking in those bloody pants.
Just layers of sweat.
Yeah.
Look like I'm fucking like leaking milk.
This is fucking worse. And we're not like, customer facing. So like, as long as you don't have your balls hanging out, you should be all right, man.
I wish you could wear shorts.
Yeah.
That's the next.
Shorts
like,
is
next level.
Next level. All right. Let's start off with our streaming news there.
That's it. So
All right.
Hiroyuki Sanada, who was just in Army of the Dead
The king.
and Mortal Kombat,
The king.
will join Cosmo Jarvis. I don't know why Cosmo's so funny to know.
Because it's always Cosmo Kramer.
Yeah.
His mom was obviously a giant Kramer fan.
Or a weed addict.
Yeah.
So they're going to lead the show on FX called Shogun.
Yeah.
So what this is Cosmo Jarvis's character. He's like the sailor, and his ship gets swept away in the ocean, and then he washes up on like the shores of Japan.
Yeah.
And then like he's basically like this ignorant sort of guy, but then learns the way, like the Japanese way, to sort of bring himself honor.
Yeah.
Hiroyuki Sanada plays like this the shogun daimyo.
Yeah.
And he sort of like interacts with him. There's also another Japanese character as well that's yet to be announced.
Yeah, Lady Mariko.
But yeah, it's shown from like a Western perspective and also a Japanese perspective.
Yeah. This is going to be good, man.
Yeah.
This is a reimagining, really. Because this came out when 1973,
1974 or something.
74 or something. You had Wilt Chamberlain, who played Bourne as well, which is kind of wild.
Richard Chamberlain.
Richard Chamberlain,
Yeah.
sorry. Wilt Chamberlain was the basketball player.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, Richard Chamberlain, who played Bourne. And back in the day, it would have been crazy because you actually had Mifune playing, an actual Japanese person.
Yeah.
And the third lead, Lady Mariko, was actually Japanese as well.
Wow. They
Yeah.
did it right.
They did it right. They didn't fuck around. Well, and like when you think about it, at that times, like it was just after the war, and
Yeah.
Japan played such a big part in that war. And But yeah, I can't wait for this. Actually, it's got that Last Samurai vibes.
Yeah. The only thing is they can't shoot in Japan.
Like Japan handled COVID really, really well, but it's the price be. Like it's expensive to shoot there. It's not like here. They could come here and double.
It'll be shot in Enzo.
Come over, Hiroyuki. We want to see. So JGL, or Joseph Gordon-Levitt, is set to play former Uber CEO Travis Kalanick for like a Showtime series. So he's kind of problematic because of like all the sexual allegations and all that sort of stuff. So,
Toxic environment that he created.
yeah. Those guys was like just going out to strip clubs and getting hookers and all that sort of stuff, man. That's what they were doing, and that's what they do on their like team bonding experiences and stuff like that.
Jeez,
That's what they was doing. It was almost like straight Wolf of Wall Street. It was wild. Yeah.
So predominantly male environment then.
No, but you still had the women in there.
And they would take them to strip clubs. That is wild.
They'd go and have meetings in the strip club, B. That's what they do.
That's crazy.
That's just pushing the line. You know what I mean?
Big time. Go to a titty bar for this meeting.
Man. It's just wild. And for Uber to become like,
as big as it was.
yeah,
they
it's
were
part of our fucking
rolling.
vernacular now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, nah, it's cool. We'll just catch an Uber.
Oh,
Like,
Uber it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll Uber it over. Like,
Uber's rising and taxis dying.
do you think this guy's still getting paid?
Badly.
It's his IP, yeah?
Yeah.
He's still getting paid.
Like
Didn't really get cancelled.
Nah. The money the money says otherwise.
This says you're lying.
So we have Norman Reedus, one of the Walking Dead alum. He's looking to partner with AMC on a reboot of a show from, when was it? It was like the fucking 60s?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exploitation flick 70s.
Yeah.
73, yeah.
Called Faster Pussycat Kill Kill. Now, this one is fucking wild. It's just a bunch of go-go dancers just going on this murderous rampage through the California desert.
Very cool.
This is wild.
Very, very cool.
Could be good.
I wonder if they're going to still keep that location, though. California.
Yeah.
California
awesome.
doesn't make sense.
Because it looks like a lot of the original was like in the desert areas of Cali. I think for me, the excitement will grow when we get the casting.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to get some non expected casting. Surprise casting is always good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Lily James or Pam.
Which is wild. And then seeing her, like doubting it at the start and then seeing her, I was like, all right, cool, they got the right person.
As soon as they went from Baby Driver to Pam, it was like...
Okay.
Jonah Hill's going to star in this limited series about this famous Hollywood fixer called Sidney Korshak. So Sidney Korshak was... there was a producer in Hollywood, and then there was like the lawyer, and the lawyer actually connected the mob to the movie business.
I love it.
So this is just shifty. Have you seen Jonah Hill lately?
Yeah.
Long hair?
Yeah.
Looks like Brad Pitt.
Does too.
It's weird, eh? But Jonah Hill is like one of those people that looks better when they're fat. He looks like he's sick.
He does. Yeah.
He looks like he's
It's
sick.
like his jaw's too big.
Yeah. It's wild. But this is cool, man. So we got Billy Monahan.
Yeah, writing
this. Who else? There's someone else there. It's not Terrence Winter. It'd be cool if it was.
Yeah.
But if that happened, then that means that Scorsese's going to be like, no, I want a piece of that.
Yeah.
I'll finish up this this Flowers movie real quick. Don't worry. Just rushes. Yeah, it's good. It's good. We got it.
Just put the epilogue in writing.
But yeah, man, I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
Lots of limited series this year, huh?
It's good. That's
like
where the power is, I think. One and dones.
Man, that's what I really liked about the night of. Like, it's just literally a one and done, and that's it. That's all you get.
I also think, like, if you're going to a studio to kind of say, well, can you give me money for this?
Yeah.
They're like, how many seasons are you after?
Yeah.
One. Oh, okay, cool.
Can you imagine that guy that goes in there? I've got a 7-season arc. I don't want that.
I reckon
It's like 14 years of my life. I don't want that.
like, depending on the studio, they could be getting like Van Helsing flashbacks. They could be
know.
looking at the Dark Universe, like plans and all that shit. Like, the only two that worked out was The Matrix and Lord of the Rings. Get the fuck out of my office.
It's wild. So we have Amanda Segel. She's been paused to write the Game of Thrones prequel, I should say. So this is called 10,000 Ships.
Yeah.
So this is set 1,000 years.
Yeah.
1,000 years before A Song of Fire and Ice.
Yeah.
Right? So it follows the who were they? They did something. There was like a massive battle in Valerian that they lost. And they retreat to Dawn. From Dawn, they become like kings and queens, basically.
Yeah.
They launch this big assault on this other place.
So the Martells and the I want to say the Valerians almost they join up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this should be quite good, actually.
Fuck yeah, man.
I just want to see Lady Martell again. That's my guy, man. She was a bit the OG in that. Like she kept it, like, you know,
Kept it a stack.
yeah. She didn't care.
Hilarious and the bastard.
No. In Dawn, not Dawn, the other one. You know, the old lady.
Oh yeah, the High Garden.
Yeah. She was
Queen.
the best.
The flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was pretty cool, actually.
Fucking nailed it. Pause.
Yep. So, there's a podcast called The Battersea Poltergeist, and Blumhouse TV is actually looking to adapt it into a BBC series.
This is so cool, man.
Yeah. So this is the one where it's the podcast was based around just strange events that were occurring in Hitchings, and this is back in 56. And it's also the longest, like, recorded poltergeist haunting for that time, which was 12 fucking years.
Yeah.
Shit.
And they were just documenting all that shit that was happening there. So this is wild.
Imagine?
It's 12 seasons right there.
Yeah. So this is going to fall under what they call Blumhouse's ghost stories, and they're hoping to make this into an ongoing IP for them, which sounds really fucking interesting as well. So they could branch off from here as well.
This is pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
Like, it's just weird. Like, this is the second podcast I've seen go, like, you know, the series route.
What was the first one?
Law.
There was also the other one.
One
Dirty
Shot?
Dirty John.
Dirty John, yeah, third, actually.
Dirty Mike and the Boys.
That's wild.
What were you going to say?
What was that other one? Oh, no, that was just a YouTube, eh? The one shot where they take a picture and they fucking analyze it and all that shit that became part of Netflix or something like that.
Ah, yeah. And Ava DuVernay is going to be involved in that. Yeah.
But I was going to say, like, fucking one of my dreams is, remember that martial arts doco where Samuel Jackson came out in the Kangol?
Yes.
I want to do that.
Just come out in the Kangol.
Nothing else.
That's
wild.
Man. So Anna Kendrick is leading the movie Rodney and Cheryl for Netflix. So this movie details a serial killer, a real serial killer as well, who at this point had killed maybe 12 women and was actually convicted of murdering like a 12-year-old girl. He was selected and won this dating show.
It's fucking wild.
Then went on that, like, you know, the chick didn't actually go on a date because she didn't get the right vibes off the guy. And then they caught him. But he was apparently responsible for like 130
man.
murders.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Fucking wild.
That is wild.
This shit is crazy. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. All right, so finally we're going to have Evil Dead Rise over there at HBO Max. All right.
Yeah, confirmed.
Confirmed. So we've been talking about this for
A year now.
Yeah. So supposedly the story is going to follow two estranged sisters. So Alyssa Sutherland and Lily Sullivan. And they attend this reunion, but it's cut short by the Evil Dead.
Shit. So it's still going to be in the high-rise apartment.
It sounds like it's, either that or like one of those big buildings or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Like a penthouse party or something like that.
Yeah. So Bruce Campbell actually and what's-his-face signed off on this. Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Bruce says that he's not going to be in there, but, you know, Bruce.
He'll show up at the end saying groovy or something like that.
Yeah, he'll show up there. He has to.
And it's shooting in NZ, where the other remake, with the other reboot.
Fede did.
Yeah.
Very good.
So I think it's going to follow the same rules where they're like going practical and capturing as much in camera as they can.
I hope so.
But seeing as it's a bigger movie, you'd expect like the visual effects to actually be up there as well.
Mm.
You know what's weird? You know that Thing remake, semi-prequel that they did?
Yeah.
You know, on set, they shot that whole movie with proper practical effects.
Wow.
The whole thing.
Shit.
The monsters, everything, yeah? And then went in and replaced it all with CGI. Fucking stupid.
That is, man.
Fuck.
Why would you even waste the money on like the physical stuff?
Just double up on the cost, boys. That's what we're doing.
Fucking
dumb, man.
Some of the best practical effects I've seen was the original thing as well.
Fuck yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah.
The best. Like, you can't get any better.
Yeah. The only thing that sort of brings me back to that feeling is when they cut out Quentin Tarantino's stomach in Planet Terror and it hits the ground and all the tentacles come out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, practical effects are the best effects that you can do if you do it right.
Fuck yeah.
Like, for me, the thing is better. Like, everybody talks about the transformation in, what's his face? American Werewolf. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, the thing is better. Like, Rob Bottin, who was trained by what's his face? What's his name?
Stan?
Rick Baker.
Rick, yeah.
Yeah. Came through and just outshone.
Big time.
It was just unbelievable.
Yeah.
You hadn't seen that before.
No, and it's because Rob got the script and started work straight away.
Yeah.
So by the time they actually started shooting, he had all those monsters ready to go, and he figured it out. It's not like, hey, we need this now.
Yeah.
What do you mean we need this now?
Get the tin foil out.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's always the defibrillator for me, man.
Yeah.
Bites that guy's fucking arms.
It's the head, man. It's the head growing legs and actually walking away.
Fuck.
Beautiful.
I love the what they show you with the two guys emerging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see the two faces like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always fucks me up.
Fucking so cool, man.
Yeah, I'm excited for Evil Dead Rise, man.
Same.
Bit of a surprise that it's a streaming debut, but at the same time, like if you want to hit more people, get more popularity, there could be something else that's following it.
Yeah,
That's right.
Definitely. I
Could
don't
be a
know.
new deal set up there.
Yeah.
I reckon-
Raimi's got.
I reckon Raimi does have something set up over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense for me.
Yeah. As much as I would love for like Ash vs. Evil Dead to continue, this sounds like it's going to be fucking good regardless.
Fuck yeah.
So we have some more Last of Us news.
Fuck yeah.
So Mel Dandridge, the lady who voiced the character of Marlene, the head of the Fireflies in the Last of Us game, is coming back to play the same role. Continuation like a motherfucker, man.
It's crazy. Yeah, I looked at the photo as well. It looks exactly like her.
Yeah.
But the character model would have been based on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's fucking mad. I honestly thought this was the lady who played the Uncharted 4 lady, but that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. But
Yeah.
that lady played the antagonist / protagonist in Last of Us 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who?
I forget her name, but you play with her.
Abby.
Abby, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
her. Yeah.
We'll start playing Last of Us 2 again.
I know. I've been getting the vibes, but then I think about the 30-hour game time. And I'm like, I do not have this time.
No. I'm going to run through this time. We did everything last time. I'll run through.
Yeah.
Actually, not try stealth kill everybody.
But this was great news. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, man.
Fuck yeah, man.
I can't wait to see something on Last of Us.
Yeah.
You guys think we're going to see Troy Baker just show up? Hey, guys.
I hope so.
I hope he plays David.
Fuck yeah.
That'd be unreal.
If he doesn't play David,
That'd be next level, man.
yeah. Actually, no, I was going to say he should play Tommy. I was like, no, that's Gabrielle Luna. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah. That'd be next level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though it'll also be like a nice piece of banter between him and what's his face? Drake. What's his name?
Nolan North.
Nolan North. Yeah.
I hope
Because
Nolan North
Nolan
shows.
North plays David.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Nolan North show up as well.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah. That would be fucking mad.
All right. Last piece of news for streaming news.
The best news I saw this week, actually.
Yep.
In Hulu's unauthorized limited series on Mike Tyson, Trevante Rhodes has been cast.
Yeah.
So this is the one that is not using that. They didn't go to Tyson for his permission or anything like that, and it's from the I, Tonya team.
Yeah.
This casting for me has sort of brought it up.
Yeah.
If they had cast someone that I don't really know or anything, yeah, I'd kind of still feel away. But Trevante Rhodes is killing it, man.
He's the best.
I really like what he brings.
Yeah.
And I've never seen him in this form. In the limited time he's kind of been on screen, I haven't seen this sort of.
Well, we haven't really had time to spend with Trevante, right?
Yeah.
Like he's a bit player when he should have been the main in fucking Predator.
Yes.
Absolutely murders it in fucking Moonlight.
Yep.
Kills that shit. bloody, and then what's his face? Bird Box. He was in there for what?
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Yeah,
But he was good in there.
really good.
And also in one of Jay-Z's music videos as well.
Yes, yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited. This could be the thing that really sort of propels him into more dramatic roles, even though I want to see him in more action roles.
I'd like to see him be a villain or something or like just something in Black Panther, or like, maybe in Creed. Creed would be nice as well.
Creed would be nice.
But then he's stuck in that boxing bag, right? Like he would have been a good, like, if Mahershala wasn't going to play him, he'd be a good Jack Johnson as well. But he's a bit too big to play Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson like looks like Mahershala. He's not like, ripped like what's his face.
Trevante has the size for Tyson. Pause.
Yeah.
But does he, like, Tyson was quite short.
He's tall.
Yeah, that's that's the only thing for me that flagged.
Shoot him, yeah, towards the top instead of up. Yeah.
Yeah.
To make him look shorter. But Tyson's what, 6 something? He's 6, just on 6 foot.
I thought he was under 6.
5 something, 5'11", 5 something like that. He's just under 6 foot.
Because he was a lot shorter than the boxers that he went up against, and that.
Well, that it looks like that, right? But because of the way Tyson fights, like he's always hunched.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he looks shorter than them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he's Lennox is like this much taller than Tyson.
Okay.
Right, and Lennox Lewis is my height, 6'4", 6'5".
So it's not like he's fighting a midget or anything like that.
No. Yeah. All right. It's the fan hammer time.
All right, there, Beatty. Give us the details.
All right.
Only details we got.
All right, so Rangers of the New Republic, it's uncertain now. It might not happen. It's done. We might see multiple Lokis in the Loki TV series, so we'll look out for that in 2 weeks. Hulu and HBO Max, they each have a Hellraiser project now.
Because it's got to be 2.
So it has to be 2. Nikki Caro is going to direct a female-centric big wave surf drama over at Netflix.
Girl power.
Yeah. HBO Max. So they for some strange fucking reason, they greenlit the Garbage Pail Kids instead of Justice League 2. So Denai Guerrera from Black Panther is going to have her own Disney Plus spin-off show called Okoye, and it's going to detail the previous, like how she got there. Lee Tolan Krieger is going to direct 2 episodes of Green Lantern over at HBO Max. Fast 9 had a big old fucking debut in China with 162 million.
Toretto Shrine.
Yeah. We got set pics and cast pics of Wahlberg in Stew, showing him jacked and then really, really fat.
Yep.
Timothy Chalamet finally got cast as Wonka. We called this shit months ago.
Yeah.
Adam Wingard is going to direct an adaptation of the hardcore comic that what's his face did. Same Invincible guys.
Yeah.
We got news that the Firestarter remake started. So it began production. Zac Efron's in there. It's been produced by Blumhouse. J.J. Abrams said that don't count out the Portal film because it's still alive somewhere, just in a different dimension. Luca Guadagnino, yeah. He said the cast for Bones and All. So we got Taylor Russell as Baron and Timothy Chalamet again as Lee. Rina Samayama has been cast in John Wick 4, so she's a singer. Todd Phillips is going to co-write Joker 2 and fuck it all up. Miles Teller is going to lead the offer now instead of Armie Hammer. That's all we know. And Aaron Taylor Johnson is going to play Kraven the Hunter.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all the hammer we got for y'all.
Very good there, BD. I had no idea Firestarter was actually being remade.
Why would you need it?
Yeah.
Admittedly, the first one, I mean, why would you need it? Because De Palma did the first one.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you want another one?
And they did another TV movie called Firestarter Rekindled.
Oh, God. Leave it the fuck alone. Unless it's going to stick close to that fucking book. Because the book ain't even that big, I don't think.
No, it's not one of King's most popular works.
No.
But at the time, because it was king, it was popular.
Give me a Cujo. I want a Cujo. Simply because a Cujo series would be fucking wild. And interconnect that bitch with it. That's how I want it.
You might be getting something Cujo related, but we talk about that later.
That comes later.
All right, film news this week. So, the actor, the great Kevin Spacey,
Fuck yeah.
he was a great actor.
Personal life, maybe not so much.
Excluded. We won't include that.
Yeah.
But he's returning in an Italian movie directed by Franco Nero and also starring Vanessa Redgrave called The Man Who Drew God.
Fuck yeah.
I'd be interested to see what he's going to bring to this. I don't know if it's an Italian feature or if it's an English language, but
Maybe a bit of both.
yeah.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Yeah. It's just wild, this one, right?
Yeah.
Because this is like, some guy that was falsely accused. And yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bit of a what is it? Real life reflection of
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an art reflecting real life.
Franco actually reached out to Spacey for this one too and asked him.
Yeah. Wild.
I don't care. I love the Spacey.
Yeah.
Spacey is an amazing actor.
He is.
As an actor, that's all we're talking about. Top notch.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think it's hard sometimes to actually separate the actor from the personal life.
Yeah.
But then it's weird, right? Because then you see sometimes, and I get surprised too, but you see sometimes like actors in real life, like Tobey Maguire getting pinned in by the paparazzi in his car. And he's like, well, maybe if you moved out the fucking way. But like, that's such a separation from the roles that they portray on screen that you just like, it's so surprising. You're like, he must be an asshole all the time.
No, he's not. He's not Frank the whole time. Believe me.
It's always him mad timid. And that's all I see. But we have Amber Midthunder to lead a new Predator film.
Fuck yeah.
This one's a bit interesting. I was talking to you guys about it before. So it sounds like, so the whole premise of the film is that she is, I guess, trying to break through gender norms and become a warrior in the Native American tribe that she's in.
Not so much back in the day. You had female braves.
I think this is while all the male braves are out training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then going from there. So while it's, I guess, titled a Predator film, they don't know where that's going to be, I guess, incorporated into this. My theory was that she's going to go out training by herself. Yeah. And then shit's just going to go down the forest and it's going to be like nature versus nature at a point.
Yeah.
It sounds a bit shit in my head because I'm thinking fucking Predators or something like that.
Yep.
And it's just going to be a little bit dog shit there. But I'm happy to see where this goes as well.
My mind immediately went to, what's his face? That movie with Jim Caviezel and that alien crashes on Earth.
Outlander?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was thinking the first 30 minutes of Riddick.
Which one?
The third one?
Number 3?
Yeah, number 3. For the first 30 minutes, there was no, like, talking or anything like that. Because it's just her, and there's no way she's going to be talking to the fucking alien.
It was just voiceover, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, voiceover for the first 5, and then, like, him just by himself.
Yeah.
And it'd be good if she's just out hunting, not prepared or anything like that, and then, like, it happens. Because if she's hunting, she's got weapons and stuff, then the predator will see her as a threat.
That's right. Well, they're not so much a threat, but fair game.
Yeah.
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 So there'll be isolation. The male braves will go out. She's told she can't go. She waits. The braves don't come back after some time. She goes. She finds the skin bodies, and then shit goes from there.
Yeah.
I hope she goes out with them hunting. That's what I hope.
It might be like the male trials. Like, as much as, like, there was female integration back then, there were, like, separate trials for males, too.
Yeah. But, like, a hunter for them was a hunter.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
They needed men and women. They literally trained their men and women. Because they, like, the braves could be out for months at a time. So they had to know how to protect themselves and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is why I said
stalking
the
fucking
hunting.
buffalo across a plain. Can you imagine that?
Fuck.
Can you
Just
imagine
with a bow and arrow and maybe a knife?
spear?
Wild shit. Maybe a spear? Nah, son.
It's wild.
Makes me think of fucking Charlie just losing his shit in Red Dead 2 when he finds those motherfuckers hunting bison for sport. And he fucks up all those dudes at that camp.
I think that's where you get the best horse in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm all about that horse.
Just start slapping that arm, dog.
I meant my fetus. Excuse me. So Bob Chapek, CEO of Disney, was talking the Black Widow, the key to Black Widow's release.
Major key.
Another one. It'd be so funny if he said all this shit in the investor calls.
I kind of wish he did.
Imagine Chapek on Zoom just fucking...
That's bad.
I got the keys.
Can you imagine him like answering like the stack of like $100 bills?
The money phone? The Chapek, God, Chapek have a money building, God.
Doing like gun fingers at the camera and shit. So he was saying that for Black Widow, the ideal release strategy is flexibility.
Yeah.
He said to get the most money from consumers, because the box office isn't heating up, you need to be able to offer this on home video.
Yeah.
So while it might work for Black Widow, like it'd be funny what their approach is to the rest of the Marvel slate, because Marvel's usually the money bringer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's the event that happens at the cinema.
The bread maker.
So I don't know if he's going to have the same energy going forward. I doubt it, because Chapek chops and changes a little bit.
You reckon?
Yep.
Badly. I don't think so. I think if he's like Bob, we really need to do this.
Yeah.
Like Bob Iger's going to be like, did I say so? Put this out at the fucking movies.
Do what I say. It's just it's just weird though, because like we got reports coming out saying that, you know, Cruella's doing really, really well at the box office, right?
Yeah.
So it had the Thursday night preview was like 4.9 million or something like that.
1.8.
1.8 million.
Because it's going up against Quiet Place 2.
Yeah, and Quiet Place 2 is actually killing it right now as well.
That's what got 4.9
Yeah.
milli.
Yeah.
Which bodes well for a $40 million weekend, because it's their 4-day weekend in the States.
This was the President's Day or something like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Labor Day, I don't know.
Labor Day or something. It's just weird though, because that movie's only coming out for 2 months and then it's out.
Yeah.
You can buy it physically. It's wild.
Crazy. It's crazy the times that we're in.
Yeah.
But that 4.8 million is more than the Quiet Place 1
First
got.
one. But I always thought that was a quiet little sleeper little hit. You know what I mean? Right at the start. And then word got out and was like, hey, have you seen this movie? Nah, go watch it. Go watch it. It's mad.
That's what it was
Yeah.
that first weekend.
Yeah.
It went on to gross in the States 188 milli,
Yeah.
and then worldwide like 345 mil.
But they only gave him what, like $8 million or
Yeah.
something.
Some tiny budget.
Yeah, and they should have only given him like 10 million this time.
Yeah.
But that's where greatness happens.
Yeah.
know what I mean? Breeds innovation.
That's right.
All right.
Okay. So we got Lord and Miller. So Lord and Miller are back
In a big way.
in a big way. So they they signed like this big deal, a big first look deal with Universal, right? So the first project that they're going to start producing now is this film called Strays, right?
Mhm.
And Strays, there is no synopsis for Strays.
So this one it's actually the
No,
dog.
no, actually it is. So this is like some adult sort of live action comedy.
This is the dog that
The
gets
dogs, yeah.
they get well, there's one dog. He gets like mistreated by his owner.
Yeah, it's like an abandoned dog and he like just plots revenge on his owner.
Yeah, so he gets the rest of the strays.
That's wild, son.
So this will be like the dog is the protagonist.
It's like if bloody what's his face just rounded up all them strays in what's his face? Tramp.
Yeah, that's what it is. So I think it's like subverting the Disney sort of like look at dogs and then like turning it like really violent.
Disney's view on dogs is kind of weird, though. Why they gotta be like people?
Have to be like people. That's how you make your money. That's how kids want to see dogs.
Fuck that.
True. I'd love to see a dog talk to me. But so Lionsgate have set some release dates for 2 other films. So we have the Roland Emmerich directed Moonfall, which is scheduled for the 4th of Feb in 2022, which is still fucking weird to me in my head. This is the Halle Berry one where the moon just fucking flips off course and then she believes she has the solution for it. I'm just going to try and fucking fix everything, but only 2 other people believe her.
Fix that. You can't fix it.
Apparently, she's got the solution, and then like a last-ditch effort, they set off for the moon, but then find out the moon isn't what we thought it was.
Oh, God.
It is a big block of cheese.
That's exactly what I thought when I first heard that shit. It's just going to be cheese on the fucking moon.
Lactose
We got to eat this. My God.
Fucking get Atlas.
And the other film is The French Dispatch. This one's scheduled for the 12th of October this year.
Yeah.
And this is the one with Benny Del Toro.
It's the Wes Anderson one, yeah?
Wes Anderson film,
Yeah.
Where they, all those stories formed together to make the first issue of that magazine.
The last issue.
Last issue.
Yeah. This looks good, man. I watched that first trailer right after watching fucking Grand Budapest.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm in. all these players, I'm in.
Yeah.
He's got all his regular players as well this time. Always.
I think Chalamet's in here as well.
Yes.
It's like the year of the Chalamet.
Yeah.
Of course, man.
The Chalamet-sance.
Well, like, one thing I've noticed is that there's so many planetary destruction movies that are coming out as of recent.
Yeah.
We've got that Greenland movie.
Yep.
We got fucking this Moonfall movie coming out. And then we got that other one. I just had it in my head as well. The DiCaprio one, where the scientists they're telling about...
Don't Look Up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many of these fucking movies are coming out.
It's because space is on the brain right now, right? So we have rocket launches nearly every day now in the US with Elon doing his thing. Like that's the big thing. And eventually to go to Mars and all that sort of stuff, which I will be here for. I'm here for it. I'm here for all of that.
Yeah.
I want it all.
Fuck yeah.
And that's it for a film news there.
Yeah.
All right, moving into movie trailers. So we got our first look at at Chapelwaite, which is based on Stephen King's novella Jerusalem's Lot, which is itself a sequel to Salem's Lot. What you giggling about over there, champion?
I'm reading Jerusalem's Lot, but in my head I'm reading Satan's Abbey.
Satan's Alley. So this one it's starring Adrian Brody.
Yeah.
As he moves into a new manor. And it turns out that manor...
He's moving back home.
Something like that, yeah. Back to Chapelwaite.
Which
is the manor. And then he finds out that there's like ghosts and eerie things afoot when he steps foot in there. It was only like a 30-second teaser.
It's really short. And he has
but-
his kids and everything. Like he's a single father now. It looks like his wife's died or something like that. Yeah, he has to take care of the kids.
Adrian Brody suits this aesthetic.
He does.
Like with the facial hair on Brody.
This is the only other guy you could get to play Edgar Allan Poe. When you think about it, like Adrian Brody is constantly melancholy.
Even though Timothée Chalamet is going to play Edgar Allan Poe.
Y'all ain't like the Cusack? What's going on here?
Don't you give me that Cusack shit. You know Cusack was trash.
It was the worst movie ever.
Cusack need to stick to Hitman movies, dude.
Cusack looks like he's getting a suppository every time they do a close-up.
I don't know what's wrong with him now.
no.
Oh, fuck. John
Surprise suppository as well.
Fucking John Pusack.
That's fuck. You got a trailer for Lansky. So this is, it's almost like this gangster film. Yeah, he's a real person.
Yeah,
Lansky. He ran shit back in the day. Yeah, basically set up how the mob's gonna run now.
Yeah,
right. So this is like him sitting down with a reporter to write a book. and he's just telling him stories and whatnot. And then, like, you know, it flashes back to the old days when they were running shit. And yeah, this looks good. FBI tries to get this guy to spill the beans. Doesn't look like he's going to try spill the beans.
Why the FBI got to fuck it up for everyone?
Because they always have a man to catch. Just relax, champion. All right. Let us hear the whole fucking story first, and then you can arrest your fucking man.
I know these guys get the whiff of someone's ass too quick.
I know. It's like rolling in my ass. That's what what's his face says. Nicholson says that in Departed. Yeah. Whiff of my ass. He'll crawl right in there. I love it.
Harvey Keitel.
Yeah.
Really hamming it up. And then we got Sam Worthington.
Were they with a moustache, though, eh?
Yeah.
Mate.
Yeah.
If he had the handlebars, he'd look so Aussie.
Oh, yeah.
Even with the shaved head. You know, at the at-home job shaved head.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just looks real fucked up.
The most Aussie I've ever seen Sam Worthington wasn't even an Aussie movie. It was in Sabotage.
True. Yeah.
There's too Aussie in that movie.
Fucking Sam Worthington fucks me up because Sam Worthington be like, we got Joel Edgerton at home. I
know. Badly. He's the only weak link in that trailer. Everything else looks solid.
Everything else looks solid, man. The guy that's playing young Lansky looks really, really good. Which is that guy from Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Umbrella Academy.
Yeah. Looks really solid.
Yeah.
What's his face looks really good. Keitel. Yeah.
Fucking Keitel's always on point, though, man.
Fuck yeah.
He's probably still got guns, that guy, man.
Yeah.
You know, out of like Pulp Fiction, I think I quote Keitel's Wolf the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is what's his face as well. The Tarantino writes the most quotable stuff for him.
Yeah.
You shoot me in a dream, you better wake up and apologize.
Yeah, he was the coolest character in Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, man.
I still need to watch
White.
that.
You haven't watched Reservoir Dogs?
It's so good, that movie. What's his face is so on point in that movie. Not just Keitel. What's his face? Madsen?
Yeah, Michael
On
Madsen.
point. It's unbelievable. It's the best acting you'll see from Madsen.
Really?
It's, oh, man.
And it's his first role?
It's first or second.
Yeah.
Like,
he was just starting out.
That
shot him out into
Oh,
the stratosphere.
man. And Chris Penn in there as well was awesome. Did you see that, Daddy? This man tried to fuck me.
That's what I love about Chris Penn, though. Like, for all these guys that are very stoic and straight, man, he's the guy that's like, that just breaks that mold.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's what you need. Just shake it up.
Oh, man. Especially with that, like, his dad in there is hilarious as well. And when I come back, I want my book back. And you.
Fucking classic.
Is like Goggins the new Chris Penn?
Goggins?
Walton Goggins?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I think you might be right. I'm looking at you, Joe Gage.
You, Joe Gage.
The way that guy says bitch. Bitch. I love Walton Goggins.
Fucking earth.
We also got a trailer for the Werewolves Within.
The second trailer, huh?
Yeah, this is the full trailer
Was
that
it
we got.
kind of just the first trailer again?
It was, but it was more expanded. There was a nice little bit at the end there where they think this guy's like a killer and he's walking towards him and they're trying to open that door and everything. And he's like, go, do it. And he's like, and the guy just like opens the latch because they can't get out. And he's like, open the latch there. That's what I was trying to say. It looks good. I like the comedy that we're kind of getting in it.
What game is this based on? Is it based on a game?
Yeah, because it's Ubisoft.
It's an Ubisoft game, yeah.
Oh.
I haven't seen this game.
Me neither.
Or I haven't heard about this game.
Same. It's probably something that's flown under the radar. We just don't know about it.
Yeah. Another Ubisoft indie developed game.
Get
Which
it together.
Usually quite good.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
Thought you'd know that one, Resident Evil gamer.
We finally got a trailer for the Tomorrow War.
Yeah.
Got it
After two teasers.
I know.
So give it up, champ.
So this shit looks all right. Fucking Chris Pratt, he has the loving moment with his daughter, and then fucking shit goes down. The portals open, and they start announcing that there's a war 30 years in the future. Fucking, I'm excited for this shit. Chris Pratt's still in good ass shape.
Yeah.
And it looks like
got to have the obligatory shirtless shot too.
I'm hoping he just gets absolutely jacked for that fucking Jack Carr series that he's got going.
Yeah, military man. He's got to be lean, in shape.
That guy's supposed to be big though.
Is he?
Yeah.
Chris Pratt better jump on that fucking HGH.
Fucking Anavar better be just pumping through his fucking
IV
just juice to the gills. That guy.
I better have like the Dynabol shots in the ass.
There's the suppository again.
But yeah,
Dynabol suppositories would be crazy. Yeah, fast acting, that shit would hit you. Get 6 of those a day. It'd be wild.
Jesus. That's too much. Arnie was only on 3. But yeah, this looks good. It does look a lot like what's his face? End of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
It looks like
So they're soldiers from like 30 years in the future come back to prep them for a war that's happening 8 months ahead of time.
Yeah.
Like 8 months from where they are now.
Yeah.
They
They gotta train them and get them ready.
and they full conscript them as well.
Yeah.
They draft them. They draft them into the war.
Yeah.
What I thought would be like mad in there as well was, how they've got that gauntlet that they put on all of them.
Yeah.
They have like the MIB moment.
That's the time traveling.
Yeah, the time traveling gauntlet.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, like, I don't know if this is going to be a sequence. It might be. They're in that war, but then like his gauntlet malfunctions, so he keeps going back 30 years, going back and forward.
Yeah.
That
fighting
shit's
these.
gonna happen.
Yeah, called that shit.
It's gonna be like Titanfall 2.
Yeah.
That shit was fire, son.
Fucking
You have been fighting for 30 years.
I have been falling for 30 minutes.
Bale got to do something about that lisp, dog. Psychopath. Fucking bad.
You are the best of Earth. Yeah, much like we've seen with others, like streaming promos, like this is a month out.
Of course. It has to be, man.
It's crazy.
Streaming has to be like that. So
Like
we were
front of
talking
mind.
about it before, right? So we were like, do you think we get a new Witcher trailer before like the November or whatever release? And I was like, no, like it's 2 weeks out and they'll release our trailer. It's wild. What we did get though was Jungle Cruise, the second trailer. Also going to Disney Plus. $1 billion guaranteed champion. Get paid to fuck up right now.
This shit looks fire.
It does. It looks good, man.
Look good.
It looks good. The Rock looks like, damn good in here.
The Rock suits this.
Yeah.
The tone that they're showing in this, like the straight man, but he's like it's the comedic shit that's happening around him.
But it doesn't look like Jumanji. I was expecting Jumanji. It doesn't feel like Jumanji.
No, it doesn't.
Because he's actually playing the straight man this time.
This feels more like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
it's got that
that
feel.
sort of tone. I mean, it is Disney and everything. The action sequences look fucking mad.
Next level. They shot a lot of this practically as well, which is good.
But what I didn't get, right? When Jesse Plemons, he looks funny just in that one
man.
line.
What does he say?
Alouche or something like that. Alouche, something German.
Yeah. Auf Wiedersehen.
But he shoots like a torpedo.
Yeah.
I wish they just left it there.
Yeah.
But instead they show you that they were able to jump the torpedo and everything. I was like, this is too much now.
Yeah.
Like you're giving away a lot of the action set
Yeah.
pieces in here. But
I'm
I'm
doing too much, man.
But I'm liking it though. Like Emily Blunt looks good as well.
Who's with them? Who's that new guy with them, man?
Brother, I'm not sure.
I've seen that before though. Yeah. Yeah, man.
I don't
I'm
think
excited.
he's a duo, but
No.
yeah, he's in there. We got trailer for Old.
Full trailer for Old, man.
Yeah.
Before we only got the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, this
Fuck
looks
this.
wild.
It fucked me up.
So they actually get told, don't bring your kids to the beach.
Yeah.
So I thought like when the trailer started, it'd just be the kids that aged,
Yeah.
but it's like it's everyone.
It's everyone, yeah.
The wildest shit though was the pregnancy.
It's still wild to me.
Even from like the teaser.
Yeah.
Seeing that pregnancy, like that chick's tummy.
Yeah.
And having like a child mentality go through that. That was fucked up.
Yeah. I don't like that shit.
That was.
So they get stuck on this beach because they got there, but they have nowhere to get back.
Yeah.
For some reason.
It's impossible. They it's weird because they try and trek back the way that they came, but they keep getting dizzy and whatnot and can't. So they can't. It's weird because they can't move back, but they can move forward.
Yeah.
Right. So you see them like in the water and whatnot, and in like diving into caves and all that sort of stuff. So maybe that there is a way to sort of get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then everyone just starts aging fucking rapidly, which is crazy because you know when you go into the beach, right, and then you come out and your hands all wrinkled and stuff.
Yeah.
You know why your shit gets wrinkled, right?
Grip.
So you can grip. Yeah. Grip underwater.
The tiger claw.
The kung fu grip.
Looked all right.
Yeah. Shyamalan. Very good.
I like that it's more horror.
Yeah. And you could have this is like for a COVID movie, done quite well.
Yeah.
One set, one beach. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can separate the people.
Got the O from Hereditary in there as well.
Yeah.
Thinking about that movie recently.
Yeah. I want
Hereditary.
to watch that shit again. Supposedly
Same.
there's director's cut of that movie.
Fuck,
That
really?
as well.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay.
Gunpowder Milkshake, fellas. What did you think?
I fucking hated it.
So this is
Jesus.
wow.
Come right out the gate with the hate.
So Karen Gillan stars in this one.
Yep.
And she's a assassin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's almost like female John Wick. It looks like they're setting up their own world there and everything. Her mom leaves her.
Mm-hmm.
And her mum is Lena Headey.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she but she still it looks like her mum was an assassin before she left and
Wanted.
yeah.
So she's raised by the Guild.
She's raised by the Guild.
Which is Angela Bassett, Michelle Yeoh,
and
not Gina Carano.
Carla Gugino.
That's
yeah.
it.
Sexiest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then like the company, the organization that sort of works with them starts closing that account.
Yeah.
Which means that they're sending all the hitmen they know after her because she couldn't kill the girl.
Yeah.
And then she's got to protect this girl, so it's like the replacement killers and wanted and everything. Looks like there's a lot of action in this, like big action. It sort of looked like Wanted, but then it also sort of looked like Red. And the thing that got me was that like every time there's an action sequence, Karen Gillan screams and shoots. Like she's screaming and shooting all the time.
But not just her. Why is Angela Bassett like, the big yells and then the smash?
Yeah.
Like
They're trained assassins.
Exactly. They'd be used to that shit by then.
Be professional.
Control your fucking emotions and be professional.
Fucking turn into SmackDown.
So this is dropping on Netflix in the States. I think it's getting a theatrical release worldwide.
Wow.
Yeah.
When is this coming out in the States? We
July?
in fact have American Netflix.
Yes, we do.
This is for research purposes.
Yeah, it's for it's a business expense.
Yeah,
You know what
It's
I mean?
always fucking, where do I find that? Asking for a mate.
It's a Cuban's babies. So we got a trailer for the first trailer for Infinite as well. So this is the Marky Mark starro and what's his face is directing Antoine Fuqua.
Yep.
And he is basically
He's reincarnated all the time.
reincarnated. Yeah, every time he dies, he reincarnates.
Yeah.
So it's got Igio.
Why is Edgio Chiwetel?
Ejiofor.
Yeah, that's the guy.
That's the chap.
Why has he got a Russian accent?
I don't know.
It's like a black Russian.
Yeah, but not to drink.
Just not spelt the same.
Fucking delicious, actually.
Oh, man.
So he's hunting them down.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of Jumper
I was I was gonna say
just thinking that.
and Assassin's Creed.
yeah.
It's got that sort of vibe. Big action sequences, big like landscape shots, everything. Cars going through buildings, chased by SUVs, smashing through walls.
You know what's funny is that when I watched the trailer, you know what I thought straight away?
What?
This looks like low rent Michael Bay.
Yeah, it does.
Michael Bay at home.
This is like Michael Bay light. You know what I mean? Like they didn't pay for the full version.
The free version.
Yeah, fucking trial Michael Bay is crazy.
Got ads in there and everything.
made this movie for 7 days. So, like the first thing, like one of the things I thought of when I like watched it was this looks like a streaming movie.
Yeah,
It does not look like a big old like big budget movie. But it is the first trailer. Maybe they didn't show us everything. I'd like to see more story.
believe me, they showed us everything. Everything.
I give you my everything.
This is fucking kit and caboodle in this channel.
But they didn't explain story, nothing. You know what I mean? They don't need to.
Nah,
You don't think
it's
they'll
not
do it
that
in the
type-
movie?
Not that type of movie.
I'm in because it's Fuqua.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The thing though, if it was Gyllenhaal, I'd be more excited.
Yeah.
But because it's Marky Mark, I expect like a different caliber
Same.
and a lower caliber at that.
I don't like Marky Mark can act when he wants to. Like he's really, really good in The Fighter
And Boogie Nights.
and Boogie Nights. Like Boogie Nights is unreal.
What about Max Payne? His best performance.
Oh yeah.
Number one has to be.
That part that Stu movie looks like he's gonna do quite well. Because Stu, like that Pastor Stu guy was like a fucking boxer before.
Yeah.
He's fucking jacked.
Why does Wahlberg look like Manny Pacquiao when he's younger though, as the boxer?
I don't know.
Because with the facial hair and everything
Yeah.
that he's got, he looks like Manny Pacquiao.
Pacquiao would take his fucking head off anyway. But yeah, it looks all right.
Yeah.
Good for a watch. Is this going to come out here as well?
Depends.
Like is Paramount Plus going to be out by the time this movie comes out?
when did this say it's coming out? When did it say it's dropping?
July?
Nah, then Paramount Plus drops in August here.
The fuck are they doing then?
But like I don't mind us waiting for Paramount Plus because when it drops, it'll drop with content.
Yeah, but Paramount's already got a lot of content.
I know, but if the service launches and it's like Watch A Quiet Place 2, Watch Infinite, like, all these other...
For us, that'd be good,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, I see that. All right. We got the second best trailer of the week.
Yeah.
For me, the first best trailer.
Same. This is the first best trailer
Yeah.
for me.
Most best.
Last night in Soho, fellas.
Edgar Wright's new one. This looks great, man.
Yeah.
This looks like it was worth the wait.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for this movie for feels like 4 years. now.
Yeah, man. This was the pre-COVID, right?
Well, Baby Driver came out when? He announced this then.
Fuck,
Yeah.
Baby Driver came out 2017.
It has been 4 years. though.
Yeah. He
But when-
announced this back then already.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to do this movie.
Yeah, this low budget, low
Yeah.
rent sort of horror movie.
This is the movie I want to do next. Wow.
It looked extremely high concept,
Yeah.
very, very like beautiful to look at.
Yeah.
But then right at the end of the trailer, goes back to like these horror roots, the
Yeah.
angles that he's using, the shots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even the effects.
Yeah.
Very practical. Like to me, it looked like minimal CG, even though like in the shot, it's probably CG that they've used,
But in the back, it's used in the background,
but it was practical,
in the foreground.
and then they put it together with CG.
yeah.
Yeah.
Using a lot of dark shots so he doesn't have to use a lot of CG as well. Actually, what it's meant to be.
Yeah.
When she is dancing with Matt Smith, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Right? So that cut and that to get rid of the, all that, to
Yeah.
use CG like that,
Yeah.
next level.
Yeah.
That's how we're supposed to use it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's like little touches.
Yeah.
It's not the whole fucking thing.
yeah.
Um,
Fuck, it looks good.
so I didn't actually know any plot details about it. So this
don't-
filled in a lot
Yeah.
of what, I thought it was. Because he just said it's in like the vein of Don't Look Now.
Yeah.
The old Donald Sutherland movie.
Yes.
So it looks like while she's sleeping, she thinks she's dreaming of someone else, but actually she is someone else. And it's someone from like the 50s or something.
Yeah.
So it's this chick, and then she dreams of Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah.
and her existence. But then it seems like they start merging.
Those worlds are starting to become one.
And then, like, they play on the big thing about reflections as well. So she might be reincarnated or something. But then it seems like it turns into full-on horror where, like, ghouls or something are coming for her.
Yeah. The things from the 50s are coming back with her when she wakes up.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Fucking wild, son.
And it's like, I don't know if she's like an empty vessel or something like that, maybe in a coma or I don't know. And these are just souls that are trying to get her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I'm in.
I'm in all the fucking way.
Yeah.
To the hilt, my guy.
Fucking pause.
Sometimes you just gotta proclaim your actions.
Sometimes you gotta close the door to open the window. Like sometimes when I was watching this, I just expected to like the credits and then the credits zoom out on a fucking white screen. You just see Sean and fucking Ed just sitting there watching the movie talking the maddest shit.
That's the other thing. There was no comedic elements at all. Not in this trailer. So it looks completely different for Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's like
Complete departure from that guy.
Yeah.
Like, I watched this trailer twice, and I was just fucking loving it, but it's like this conceptualized beauty mixed with, like, there's a melancholic feel to it.
Yeah.
Which throws me off.
And I think that's what you also get with the 50s aesthetic.
That feel of dread, the incoming dread.
Yeah.
Oncoming dread. Like, it's just, you know something bad is going to happen.
It's like in movies where they just have, like, the choir singing, like that sort of shit.
Yeah.
And like even
not that scene in Justice League.
Disgusting.
Which scene in Justice League?
Those Norwegian people just start fucking singing. Fucking hell.
Someone's gonna put like a metal riff or something to it.
Show him leave, champion.
But even the fashion sense between the 50s to then, have you noticed that like when she's actually awake, it's more rags, whereas when she's back there, it's real fancy high fashion.
Yeah. I am in
Fucking
all the way.
host.
I'm excited, man. I can't wait for this.
Yeah.
And then the last trailer for the week there, BD.
So we finally got the trailer for the Eternals.
Yeah. After little snippets and sneak peeks and photos and first looks.
Yeah. Fucking shit looks all right, man.
It does.
I'm into it. What do you call it? Looks like one of those like era spanning fucking films where they're going through time like that. They stay the same. I don't know. It just looks like classic Marvel fare, but it's exciting.
It does look like classic Marvel fare, but it almost seems like it's been repackaged with Chloe Zhao on board. So watching Nomadland and then seeing this trailer, I could see similarities between like how she shoots landscapes, and it almost seemed like a slower pace. She's also good just in terms of packing the scene and how she frames like everyone in it, which like worked well in Nomadland in terms of building like community, because they're a community of those travelers and nomads.
Yeah.
I thought the trailer did well in showing you nothing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like it set up the Eternals, like they've been around for ages. But then it didn't like go, here's like, 5 seconds of the 10 action sequences that are going to be in this movie.
Thank God.
I don't know what the action sequences are going to be, because the most you see is them sort of like teaming up.
Yeah.
And sort of standing there. And then Angelina Jolie flashing the sword. That's it. Pause.
Yeah.
But like everything else, you don't know what the plot is, who they're fighting up, like who's the villain, nothing.
Yeah. Well, I did like a little like deep dive into the Eternals just so I understood like a lot of the background as well.
Oh yeah.
So with these guys, they weren't always immortal, but then they become immortal.
Yeah.
But the only issue with them is that there's good Eternals, which is Madden, all those guys. There's also bad Eternals as well. I forgot the name of what they're called.
Is this the sentient?
Not too sure, but they almost look exactly the same, but they're infected with something. And they...
all right.
there's bits and pieces of that because there was the almighty ruler. He passed away, passes the mantle down to his two sons. Rather than the two sons duking it out and fucking seeing who takes king, one of them just bails.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a lot of like information in the background that we'll probably learn.
Harrington is the one that bails?
I think so, maybe.
So are they brothers again? Richard Madden and Kit Harington? It was great seeing them up there again.
Yeah.
To see the Starks running shit again?
Yeah.
But Richard Madden, you will never ever be a Captain America. Keep Steve's name out your fucking mouth. Jesus. Not even Steve anymore. My Captain America is fucking Sam.
Yeah.
Keep Sam's name out your fucking mouth as well.
On extension, Winter Soldier as well.
It was interesting, like seeing that. I don't know if that's their ship. It just looks like a hollowed out pyramid on its side.
It looks like a rival, but sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it almost seems like in this movie they now become known.
Yeah.
Like they're outed.
Mm.
But I didn't actually expect that many Eternals. Because when they showed them all sort of like together on that hillside, like there was like 13 of them or something.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
Yeah.
The cast is big for this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what surprised me as well was Gemma Chan's like headlining it.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I had no idea. I always thought it was going to be Angelina Jolie or Richard Madden that would headline it. So it's good that she kind of went from Captain Marvel and now she's in this.
Yeah. Like it seems like they have a very big like family aspect to this as well, with them sitting around that table eating and laughing and talking shit.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. There'll probably some real sad moments in this movie, like Guardians 1, where you have those tears in the cinema, but you look away so they can't see it.
Well, where were they, though? Where were they when, what's-his-face attacked? When Loki attacked?
In Avengers?
Where were they when Ultron attacked? Damn near decimated Sokovia. Where were they when Angelina Jolie's cousin tried to take over the fucking Earth? Thanos.
But they're supposed to. They're supposed to stand back and let that shit happen. That's their job.
Pussies.
Big Angela Bassett's on this guy. That's the job.
Fucking cowards, man.
Coward.
Yeah. We'll see. I hope it does have those moments where it's like real emotional. I think with Marvel, they need to set up the character on a big team up like this. There's a lot of characters that they kind of need to get to as well.
Yeah.
So putting a real emotional core in it is probably the most important thing over the action spectacle. That's what I need.
Yeah. And I'm hoping... Sorry, dog, you go.
I was going to say, if I'm to care about these motherfuckers, then I need more than just like, look at my muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at my muscles and, hey, did you know I'm gay?
Yeah.
Like, that's not enough for me.
No.
You're not a character.
Nah.
Man, after watching The Old Guard, like, if you just try and logic your shit, can't do that, man.
What do you mean, logic it? As in the rapper?
Yeah. As in you just mention it like it's meant to give you some form of, like, you know, fucking whatever it's meant to be. Like, no shade to anyone, but just don't do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for this shit. Really am. Richard Madden's got emotional chops on him. I want to see him cry again.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the end credits.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. This should lead into a series as well. Like, they should have some information peeling out from a series after this movie comes out. Give us more, like, emotional impact with the characters and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, for this many characters, you'd expect, like, if you gave us, like, 6 episodes.
This is a nice little Disney Plus number.
Yeah. Even if they gave us 4 one-hour episodes.
Do you guys realize that the Disney Plus series are going to start being better than the fucking movies, yeah?
Yeah. They look like it. They do look like it. Like, I'm more excited for Loki than Eternals.
I'm more excited for Loki than fucking Black Widow.
Really?
Huge.
Black Widow's kind of my action bag, though.
Really?
Yeah, Black Widow my nasty.
Oh, fuck. Imagine putting the stees on Black Widow.
I don't even know what the steam.
Yeah, and that's it. That's all the trailers we had this week. It's quite a few trailers, actually.
Yeah.
It's going to get busier again, like last year.
With summer ramping up.
Fuck busy last year with trailers. Yeah.
All right, entertainment news. So Kevin Bacon was talking about all of his movies, but said there is only one that he'd ever return to do a sequel for, because Kevin Bacon's never done a sequel.
Not ever.
And it's not Footloose. It's actually Tremors. So Kevin Bacon played like this fucking, like he was a fast talking, he was just a bullshitter.
Yeah.
In the first Tremors, but through the events of the movie ends up being heroic, ends up proving himself, and ends up like earning his own self-respect and the respect of others, because he's a bit of an idiot in the town, ladies' man.
Yeah.
So to actually see the progression of that character would kind of be interesting. Considering that Tremors, the sequels that we've got, Aftershocks and 3 and 4 and Tremors fucking on the island and
Tremors
all this other bullshit. It's just like it wasn't up to par. Even though Tremors 2 wasn't bad, it had Michael Goss in there. Michael Goss. The O from Family Ties. Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
That one was actually all right.
Yeah. But they made a spectacle out of that. Fucking the whole movie was about that gun in that. Hey, we need the elephant gun.
Yeah.
Hey, so-and-so's got an elephant gun. Hey, we need the elephant gun. Like, the whole movie was about your fucking gun, mate. Jeez. The reason why Tremors hits the way it does is it's not just because of Bacon. It's Fred Ward's character as well.
Fred Ward kills it.
Like, it's the chemistry between those two is unreal.
Yeah.
Because they almost feel like best friends.
Yeah. Well, he's like when they're on the job, driving to the job.
Yeah.
And he's like having that little back and forth between them. And he's like, look at you. You only think about today. Look at Monday. Me? I'm thinking all the way to Thursday.
Yeah. That's how I mean,
Kill it.
if they could find a way to bring Fred back. And
Fred, I don't mean to sound disrespectful, but is Fred Ward still alive?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fred Ward do be looking old though.
Yeah. He is though. But he was much older than Kevin Bacon was in that first Tremors.
That is true.
Yeah.
Fred Ward was the fucking man.
Fuck yeah. Fred Ward it probably looks like that. I expect him to look like the guy from Up right now.
Yeah, true.
All right.
So we have Netflix to do its own D23 style expo. So what this is looking like, it's
D23 always sounds like E3. And E3 for me is always fucking the extra testicle.
The porno. Sat right next to Edward Penis Hands.
Fucking badly. Disgusting.
But so it's going to be a 5-day show, which is completely free, completely virtual.
Yeah.
And you'll go through Netflix's fair. There's speculations on what's going to show up.
Yeah.
So we're looking at like possible Witcher trailer, just any new shows that might be coming out, any new films, get some new news. It sounds exciting. I'm pretty sure they can fill out 5 days, but I can't just really...
the content that those guys had.
Yeah. Because they've got something coming, something dropping every week, every Friday.
From now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From when Army of the Dead dropped or Woman in the Window dropped.
Yeah.
Fuck, that would have been like 14th of May or something like that.
Yeah.
It's on for the rest of summer.
What's out now, though? Like, I checked Netflix yesterday.
Kaminsky Method.
Mm.
That's what dropped. The third season. No, the one without Alan Arkin. Yeah. This is the season that he dropped out. So they had to go back, rewrite everything.
Did Alan just say no more? Or?
Yeah.
Well, he was just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
I don't know what's happening personally with Alan Arkin, but he just said, I'm done. Wow. Yep.
Shit.
I know. Shout out to Alan Arkin doing his thing.
Oh, wait.
I just love that.
Yeah.
Did you watch those new episodes of Camp Cretaceous with B-Man?
With Brody, he's always like, yeah, I want to watch it. And then he's like 4 episodes deep and says, nah.
Fortnite, though.
Yeah.
No,
Fortnite
thank
forever. And the last piece of news for the week. So we got like rumblings last week that MGM was up for sale, and
Blue tummy.
and Amazon had put in a tender.
Yep.
And I guess Amazon won out.
Yes, they did.
While young Bezzy was waiting for Amazon's price to drop, because he was like, this is overpriced at $10 billion, at 8.45 billion, the price was right.
It was very right.
MGM has officially been acquired by Amazon.
Yep.
So MGM currently own 50% of the Bond franchise. We got the Creed franchise in there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of shit happening
Rocky
at
there.
MGM.
There's 100 movies there that have won Academy Awards.
So all up, they've got like 4,000 movie titles. They've got 20,000 hours of TV content as well. That's a lot to bolster your streaming service. So Amazon Prime better be getting like some of the best shit.
I hope so.
As well as like there's now a home if Amazon want to start doing like their theatrical and streaming debuts all in one. So now there's a place for MGM to put that sort of shit.
Yeah.
Or Amazon have leverage over the consumer to kind of say, hey, come to Amazon Prime because now we've got a lot more content on there. And you can watch it there, or you can get it here for free maybe as a Prime member, or $30.
That's not bad.
That's
not bad at all.
That's a good deal.
Young Bezzy's making moves.
Yeah. Space race keeps going.
He lost that space race.
Battle's eternal.
Elon's going to win. Elon's going to beat him.
Yeah, but Elon's going to Mars. Bezzy's going to like circumvent the moon or something and find out what's on the other side.
Cold blackness.
Cheese.
Cold black.
It always fucking goes back to cheese.
You know what's weird though is if you were to take just move that International Space Station, which you fucking can't.
No,
because it's got to stay in our orbit.
Tethered.
Yeah, like if you could move it closer to the moon so that you could get down to the moon and then still have air and whatnot to explore, you could do it that way. Anyway, despite MGM being sold to Amazon, Bond is still on track, allegedly.
It better be on track.
So they haven't pushed it back again yet, but yeah, it's on track.
I better not get another fucking trailer. I don't want to see anything else on Bond. At this point, they just got to release it.
You know how they released that other trailer? We got a ghetto bird outside, by the way. Yeah. You know they released that other trailer again? Like they released a third trailer, I think?
Yeah.
I did not watch that third trailer.
I watched it.
I didn't watch it. I refused.
I don't need anything else, though.
We've had nearly 2 years of trailers now.
Yeah. And ramp up TV spots.
God. Yeah. But it's coming.
Better be on its way.
And that's it. That's all about entertainment news for this week.
All right.
What did you watch there, fellas?
All right. We all watched The Dry.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking what a mad movie.
Unreal. Why are we not getting more Aussie movies like this?
I know. That's exactly what I thought. I was like, this is the first Aussie movie
since Chopper.
Openly, since Chopper. Not even The Proposition hit like this.
No.
That I would say was The Little Things killer.
It's better than The Little Things. It is better than The Little Things.
It destroyed The Little Things.
But
so we've worked out that the only way for these Aussie movies to work is if Eric Bana's in them.
Eric Bana brought something. He wasn't overly emotional or anything as the character, right?
Very stoic. I like it.
Yeah, but he wasn't overly tough.
No.
The other thing that I really liked is that it showcased Aussie culture.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And it wasn't overly dramatized, we got
No,
yeah.
they were regular, like it is over here, like regular people.
Yeah. They didn't drop the C-bomb as much.
Closer you get to the city champion.
Yeah. But looking I actually felt like the sense of pride looking at some of the landscape shots, which they showcased a lot in this movie. And in the forest bits, like it's weird, but growing up in Australia, that's kind of like I've seen rock formations like that. We played on rock formations growing up as kids.
It just wasn't dry.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love this movie, man.
It was quite a nice surprise. I was nicely surprised when I watched this. I was like, this is so good.
I did pick the killer.
As did I.
Only because that name stood out.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you're not going to keep him on the sideline. Like him be a nothing character.
Yeah.
But even still, like I was still surprised by the execution, the reason behind.
Yeah.
Like everything wasn't overdone. It was like a slow burn.
Yeah.
But the pacing was on point because everything was important.
But it was like going through an actual Aussie investigation though. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't just like, straight away we know who we're looking for and yeah. You actually got to see the investigation, which was cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that it started as a suicide and turned into an investigation.
Yeah.
Like they thought it was open and shut, but it wasn't.
Open and shut case, Johnson.
And everyone played well. Shout out to Bruce Spence, still killing it.
Man.
Bruce Spence getting old.
He is.
But he was still fucking on point in this. All the actors. And I've seen a lot of them before as well. Sometimes in American production.
Deathstroke, what's his name?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
He
Manganiello.
No.
He was Ra's al Ghul.
Oh, Ra's al Ghul, sorry.
Yeah, in Arrow.
Yeah. The what's his face? Toombs' dad.
Oh, I didn't get that far in Arrow. Fuck. Yeah.
It was Toombs' dad.
Yeah.
Or brother. Yeah.
Toombs'
Is it his dad?
It's his dad.
A bit young.
He was a bit young, actually.
But yeah.
Yeah. That guy. Stop saying my name like you know me.
Fucking killed me though, man. That high vis where he's ripped the sleeves off.
That shit is real. Yeah. Like he looked exactly. All he needed was the fucking Southern Cross tattoo on his chest or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if he had
it. Yeah. It probably was there. It's probably on his heart somewhere.
Yeah.
You know it has to be.
You see him roll down the sock and he's got the Soho on the fucking ankle.
On the calf, mate.
I don't know why more of us don't get the coat of arms rather than the Southern Cross, to be honest. Our coat of arms is actually pretty cool.
Yeah. But like for me, I don't want to be attached to the Commonwealth at all.
No. Our coat of arms is just for our country. So the coat of arms is the kangaroo and the
emu.
And the emu.
Yeah.
Right? So that we've got the kangaroo and the emu because they can't walk backwards or anything. They have to move forward. It's beautiful.
The reason why they never get the coat of arms is because it's just cheaper to get the Southern Cross.
That is true.
Yeah.
It's the drunk night out.
Yeah.
So you go to the tattoo place.
But yeah, man, so surprised. I'm excited to see what they do next here in Oz.
Yeah.
I really hope like this, like it didn't even look like an Aussie film. Like sometimes over here, our Aussie films, guys, can look like fucking TV shows.
Yeah.
And it's just, like it just doesn't have the right look.
But I also think that sometimes when you do an Aussie movie, you don't have enough stationary shots. Whereas this was very purposeful in its cinematography, but Aussie, like other Aussie films, are moving that fucking camera, and panning it left and right, up and down. Like that's gonna create, like money on the screen.
Yeah,
it doesn't. This shit does, because it. Where were they? Kiwara.
Yeah,
but that looked beautiful. Like it looked familiar.
It's a made up place. It's not real Kiwara.
Really?
No. So it is 5 hours outside of Melbourne. The place that they shot it.
Yeah.
So they actually stayed there and whatnot there in that town. Yeah. What's his face? Eric Banner was talking about it on The Late Show with Jimmy Kimmel. Not Kimmel, the other one, Fallon.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So he was there, I think, last week because the movie came out last week in the US.
Right.
Yeah, to promote it. But yeah, man, really good. It's a really good watch, this one.
I think this is one of my highlights of the year.
Yeah.
Like, I'll buy this shit when it comes out. When it drops.
I don't think it's coming out on 4K, though.
What a fucking waste.
The movie wasn't even in HD on what's-his-face? On Apple.
Yeah, it looked like it wasn't in HD.
It's not. It was wild. They always keep fucking us over here.
Why is Australia
This
going
is
to
our
drop
movies.
DVDs and shit?
Yeah.
What'd you watch there?
I watched Supersonic. So that's the Oasis documentary. That's really, really good.
Where'd you watch this on?
Stan.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on Stan, guys. So check it out. Also watched Oldboy 2013 at Stan.
Like this one? No?
It was okay. It's not like the Korean one.
Yeah, the Korean one's fire. I haven't watched this since we originally watched it.
Yeah. Nice to see Olsen get a kid out, though. Take a kid off. She got the twins out. Very good. Watched...
immediately went to the Full House actresses. Elizabeth Ashley Olsen.
Yeah.
The twins.
Why do those twins look so weird? Have you seen them lately? Compared to her?
No.
Mary Kate and Ashley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mary Kate and Ashley look like crack addicts.
Yeah.
It's wild. They look funny. They don't look like her.
No.
Even though they resemble her.
Yeah.
But they don't look like her. Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. I watched that first G.I. Joe. It's trash.
Really?
Yeah. It's really trash. The acting is so bad in that movie.
Yeah.
What the hell happened there? Why did we think it was all right?
I don't know.
Like, just to see Channing Tatum go from that to like, Hateful Eight or something? Like,
yeah.
what the fuck happened there?
Magic Mike.
Yeah. Like, he really picked his fucking game up.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
Didn't want to get typecast.
When I saw you watching it, fucking the effects still look on point though.
Yeah, the effects look all right. I've seen Dolby Vision as well.
Isn't that the last Stephen Sommers big budget movie?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was it. Now Mans needs to go back and do like a Deep Rising sequel for like $30 million and I'll be happy.
Fucking oath.
True.
But yeah, watch Get Shorty.
Mm.
Love this movie. It was unreal. Nice to see all those players again. It's always good to see Fariner. Yeah. And what's his face is really good. DeVito's really, really good. Hackman's really good in here.
I forget Hackman's in here.
Yeah.
And Delroy
Linda, always good. Gandolfini, my guy, is in here.
Really?
He's got like a really long hair and he ties it in a ponytail. They call him Bear.
yeah.
Yeah. But then I watched Be Cool, which is the sequel, semi-sequel that came out like 10, 12 years later.
Yeah.
And just ruined the memory of Get Shorty. What the fuck were you thinking?
Well, when you have Andre 3000, The Rock, and then Travolta's little spiel that he does at the start there, PG-13 movies can only have one F-bomb in there. You know what I say to that? Fuck that.
And that's the only time he says fuck in the whole movie?
Exactly.
Fuck. It's the worst.
Ruined it. Was that same Barry Levinson?
No. F. Gary Gray directed that trash. Tell you what, though, Uma Thurman is smoking hot in that movie, though.
Is she?
Yeah. Finished my week off yesterday with Die Hard 4, the director's cut exclusively. Because that's the only way to watch this movie.
Exclusive only champion.
Yeah. Quite a good week this week, actually.
Nice.
I watched The Old Guard for the first time, and I really fucking enjoyed this movie. Really got into it, yeah. Fucking, I can see why Kojima wants Homeboy to be Snake as well.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Cool guy. Like, the action was really good for me. I agree with Dave, though. We're talking about it. Fucking Theron there is just a bit too intense on the scale.
The what?
Charlize Theron.
Oh, yeah, Theron. Yeah.
Just the attitude during the whole fucking movie.
Deadly. Dangerous vibes all around.
Oh, no.
Fucking hell.
Fucking relax. She thought she was so dangerous. They asked her the question in fucking what's his face if she like because she was talking shit about Seagal, saying that he's not a real martial artist, like she would fucking know. And what's his face? She was like, I could kick his ass. I'd love to see that. Fucking idiot.
Charlize Theron getting face palmed by
She'd get
Seagal is
fucking
wild.
washed. She would get washed. You've done 2 fucking movies, lady. You're not a martial arts expert.
And then the other movie I watched, I finally finished off Train to Busan.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, what'd you reckon?
I really enjoyed this movie, man. I thought, like, I can see why this was, like, the biggest zombie movie for 2016 as well. It's fucking enjoyable as shit, fucking sad as shit, but it was just intense as fuck the whole time as well. I was just sweating.
Yeah,
just going through.
Remake of this movie, yeah.
I think so.
The guy that did The Night Comes For Us, Timo Giganto,
Yeah.
he's going to do it.
But is it like a Western remake?
I think so, yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
They should just, it's been 5 years, man. They need to leave this dog just lying.
They should just do an Indo remake.
Yeah.
It's funny when a different country just does a remake.
Yeah.
Do the Indo remake.
Like the Russian remakes.
Yeah.
Or the French remake.
Yeah.
That they're doing of, doing a French remake of something that we didn't know. It was last week.
Mm.
Anyways.
The thing I was saying about this movie is that they need to do another version of this movie, but it just needs to be like The Raid. So there's people trapped in the penthouse suite and they come in from the bottom and have to clear, and it's just filled with fucking zombies.
Yeah, that would be wild. I wish Zack Snyder did that instead of Army of the Dead. But that's just me. I know you guys liked it.
I did.
I watched all of season 3 of Stranger Things now. Fucking completely up to date.
Yeah.
Enjoyed
nice.
it. Like the first 3 episodes was kind of a slow burn, and then as it like picked up, I really got into it. Really enjoyed it. And it flew as well.
As soon as they get to that mall, it's over.
Yeah.
It's done. Yeah.
And watched all of Invincible season 1 as well.
Sick.
This was really good. I really enjoyed this shit. Fucking hardcore, man.
Yeah, it is, man.
But this show ends when I think there's going to be like 2 more episodes.
Yeah.
Fucking, no, they have to like, put the hooks in to make you wait now.
They did their job. They understood the assignment.
And then I got back into my anime bag and I started watching a show called Fairy Tale.
What's this about?
So this one is, so there's this like, it's all about wizards and shit. And I'm a what? And there's this one guild that's notorious for having some of the strongest wizards, and it's called Fairy Tale, but they're not like your run-of-the-mill, like, pointy hats and fucking wands and shit. You follow a character called Natsu, and he was...
Cow.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
You know what the fuck thing is? He looks like Tomba. Remember Tomba from PlayStation? Pink hair?
Yeah.
Sort of like reminiscent of that, but grown up.
Yeah.
But essentially, he's an orphan who was raised by a dragon.
Okay.
And he was taught like dragon killing techniques by this dragon, because this is back when dragons were a big thing and you needed to kill dragons.
Yeah.
And then one day, Igneel is the name of the dragon, just leaves. And he's on this fucking journey to try and find him again. So he's trying to find, like, it's his dad, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking mad.
And so it goes through the adventures of them, because every guild has a request board and they pay you fucking just bounties and shit. And they just go out and they learn the story. It's like 300 episodes or something. So I'm excited to get into it. Action's been mad so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this Anime Lab?
Yeah. Anime Lab. But it's good so far. Like, this is the 4th time I'm restarting the show, because every time I get to episode 2, I stop.
Please.
But no, it was a good watch this week.
Sick. I watched I watched Shadow in the Cloud. This is the first time watch for me.
How was it?
It was all right. It gets a little bit off the rails at the end, probably the last 15 minutes. But this is a New Zealand production.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's the story of this chick, and she's trying to transport this package from New Zealand. It's actually set in New Zealand, over to Samoa. And then along the way, these gremlins attack, but there's also like German and Japanese fighters that are also trying to stop them at the same time.
Allegedly got all the way into Sydney Harbour.
Japanese subs.
Japanese, yeah.
Yeah. That's why they put up those the sub wires, cables. You know, there's one out the back of like your area.
For real?
Yeah. They've actually got signs. Do not go through here underwater because there's sub wires.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. The production values were awesome for a small movie. It really was a small movie because the first third of the movie is set in like the capsule that she's in, the gunning capsule. Pause. But then it just like explodes. I watched Sucker Punch again. So I was reading on this this comment board, and this guy's like his breakdown of Sucker Punch and the things that we weren't looking for. So I rewatched it, and I actually like really enjoyed it. I don't think it's Zack Snyder's best movie, but I think it's better than Army of the Dead for me.
Better than Go.
Yes. Yeah. How's a guy who wasn't for me. I watched The Raid 2, which is the Godfather Part 2 of martial arts movies.
It is.
Just fucking kills it.
It really is.
The pacing on this movie is unbelievable.
Yeah.
For the movie, this length, pause, is,
It's like fucking hour, fucking 2 hours and 15 or some shit, this movie.
Yeah, it's like a full 2.5 hour movie.
2.5 hours, yeah.
Fuck.
But it always keeps you interested. And that fight with Iko and Chechep, he said he was fighting for like 7 minutes straight, and it took him 8 days to film that fight scene in that kitchen.
Yeah.
It took him, I think, two months to work out what they were going to do.
Yeah.
And it was interesting because Gareth Evans is actually one of the choreographers too.
Yeah.
So he also has his input.
But it's weird that because they, for that first Raid film, they were going to go, they wanted to make that movie first.
Yeah.
And then they said, nah, you're not getting enough money to make this movie. And it was like, what? It was like, yeah, we're not going to give you the money to make the movie.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, we'll make Moran 2. Don't use any of this choreo. Make up brand new stuff.
They made The Raid 1 because one of the producers was like, maybe there's a movie before this movie. And then Gareth Evans is like, all right, we'll just do the usual. I'll just put something together. But yeah, all of Raid 2 was choreographed before Raid 1.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And then I finished off the week with Zack Snyder's Justice League, which for me, like, still holds up. The pacing's still there. It's just those hymns and the Swedish or Icelandic choir that sort of just hinders the movie, slows it down. Like, I don't need the hymns and shit to keep it interesting.
How did it sound, by the way?
I had to watch it low.
Oh.
But
I found it a bit soft anyway.
Apparently it is a bit softer, but I thought the picture was better.
The picture was better. The grain was much finer.
Yeah.
I found it a bit soft, man.
Yeah.
The audio, because I was watching at full 16 yesterday and...
Didn't hit.
No.
Apparently Batman vs. Superman hits.
Yeah.
Like, it's not as good a soundtrack, but if you pump it up, like, that's the one.
You know what I found out? I was watching that Art of Action the other day with Adkins, and he's interviewing this Johnny Wen guy. He's the guy that Eco fights in The Protector with the funny leather pants. Anyway, when he fought Jet Li and Samo does the exact same thing, right? So they'll have their stunt double go out and do all the practice and everything with the guys.
Yeah.
And then by the time that it's ready, all right, we're going to shoot the scene, they step in there and do the choreo exactly the same. They don't have to do it. They watch and then they do it exactly the same after that. Sammo Hung is exactly the same.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So Adkins said that Jet did the exact same thing on the set of What's His Face? Danny the Dog. It's amazing.
That's crazy. That's how you know you're like master.
Yeah. That's it, fellas.
That's a wrap for the week.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. You can follow us on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Check us out on Spreaker, where we host our podcast, and also on YouTube, where we can be found under Logo Smith Media.
Yep.
We got new shit every week from us and all of our other stable mates. So check us out, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. And yeah, love yourself. Love movies.
Get vaccinated.
vape more, smoke less, and wash your ass.